39 minutes. I love not having storage on my phone. Really, this is my fault, but I'm still gonna complain about it. So, you have 5 seconds to leave because this is gonna be riddled with spoilers. You know what it is, Deadpool review. I had to say it because if I'm not able to watch this whole video back before I upload it, I'm not gonna know what this is. So, Deadpool review. There we go. I'm not gonna know what the title of it. Now, they're playing pick a card, any card with the kittens. I don't know if you can hear it. My door wasn't closed all the way. I thought it was. It does this stupid thing where if you don't push it, I'm talking about Deadpool, darn it. The post-credit scene, dude, my boy. We're not gonna go over that, but I'm gonna make a mental note that I need to go over. Dude, there's so many things to trip over in here. I'm gonna make a mental note that I need to go over it, okay? This is being recorded at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna be sure not to upload, because that is just a douche move. We will upload this whenever I wake up. And actually, today's Friday, so I meant not even upload it for another week or so. I did warn everybody on Twitter who was looking out for my review, because as we were waiting for the commercials to pass in the theater, I typed, "Hey, be on the lookout for my review in anywhere from 5 hours to 5 days." And we watched the latest showing of the movie, which was 12 a.m. You know, a.m. always confuses me. It goes 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 all the way to 11 a.m., and then it goes to 12 p.m. I'm like, 11 a.m. to 12, like, did I just time travel? And then at night, it goes from 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., all the way to 12 a.m. And I'm like, who made this bullshit? Just who and when? Probably 12 a.m. is when. But anyways, this movie, it was just packed with all the references. For instance, spoiler alert, everyone was right, except for the people who were like, nah, this is too obvious, it's not Juggernaut. Especially when it was Juggernaut. Shit. This is spoiler review. I don't know why I'm trying to hide spoilers right now. I was like, oh shit, like in my Arrow submarine. That happened. By the way, watch that, it was amazing. Anyways, they had a bunch of DC jokes. It was not limited to the one we saw in the trailer. So dark. DC universe, you know. It was not limited to that in the slightest. They had one about Green Lantern, which I'll get to later. And it was way more in-depth than, oh, shoot. My phone's about to die. It was way more in-depth than, let's not talk about this movie. But, dude, dang, that was a good movie. So, I'm not going to give a summary, but first of all, during Wade and, like, dude, I'm not going to lie, I actually cried a little bit during the movie. But, Deadpool and Vanessa, they were getting together, getting ready to have a child. That did not work. Because, one guy, he did not kill, it was like Spider-Man, actually. The one guy he did not kill came back, and that bit him in the ass. The one guy he did not kill, dude. Like when you're in a video game. Basically, you're playing, but you want to have a reputation. So you leave one guy, like, this happened to me during Metal Gear Solid 5. I left one guy sleeping, and he came back. He woke up. And I was like, shit. Shot me in the back of the head. Game over. And I was like, bruh. If he didn't wake up, then some other guy came back behind me. But I'm pretty sure he woke up. And I was just like, bruh. How could you do this to me? Basically, that was, you know, Wade and Vanessa. But he came back with, like, even stronger forces, and then... And so that didn't really work. Now did it? This was on their anniversary of all things, so I was incredibly sad. I'm like, I know they're bad people. Like, they're extremely bad people. Like, not a good bone in their body. But, I mean, that's a lie. They are good people, too. So, but, you know, you they did this in a way that I pitied them. It also opens up with making fun of Logan, which was also in the trailer, but they didn't show the extent of it. In the trailer, it just says, from the studio that killed Wolverine. But in this one, I had to switch my base of operations to this to the garage. My bedroom was compromised. But, holy shit. The washing machine is set to 1 hour and 44 minutes. What did they put in it? Who put something in it? Wow. A word I'm not allowed to say almost slipped out. Dang. Hold on. Turns out it was the nurse. My brother has been puking everywhere. I don't know why. We left him. We left him for 3 hours, and suddenly, so don't know what happened. Okay. So I figured out who the guilty party is, and this must be set to sanitary. I'm gonna put more soap in there. Put it on allergen because we don't need that escaping. Okay. Also, I know they want to drive the home point across that this is sanitary, like extremely clean, but what the shit? I mean, like, are you telling me if I put it on bulky and large, it's not going to get clean? Like, where's the sanit? Is it not sanitary? Anyways, okay. Back to my Deadpool thing. When Vanessa died, I actually cried. So, yeah. I mean, we only saw her one time in the trailer, so I guess that makes sense. I was talking about Logan. Shit. Oh, spoiler for Logan, too. Well, you had to have seen Logan. I'm not even... Your spoiler grace period is up anyway, so... My bad, but now I gotta be a dick about it. So... Like, friggin' Deadpool's over here having his quest for vengeance, and then he tries to save a kid from being abused in something because of this whole... You know, he said... It makes sense. He even said that... Deadpool even said, which I think is true now that I think about it. Everything I think is true. But he even said, we're not the X-Men, but we're similar. The X-Men were a dated example of racism in the 60s. When I heard that, and only now am I looking back on it, it makes so much sense. Because I think he was a priest, actually. The guy, he's just like, you're an abomination. We don't need you in this world. And I'm like, you're the racist stereotype I heard. An elderly white guy yelling at a different guy. You know? Now that makes it seem like just everything is right. I'm not explaining myself. Let's get back to the review. That was like a gunshot, my dude. Oh, they're messing with me. The reason I'm in here is not because recording in front of people makes me nervous. I can't do live shows or anything like that. Makes me nervous. But if I were to, obviously I don't get nervous when I upload a video, so literally everything I've ever recorded has gotten uploaded, so I've never deleted one thing, so something like that makes me nervous. But like doing live shows, that must be something else. It's like but anyways, back to Deadpool. What was it? Bum 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 bum. The thing. So back to Logan, I guess. We get to see that teased with the action figure, with the cereal box, and then at the end, the ending, dude. I wish the actor appeared, but no, he didn't. Anyways, Wolvie, no, not Wolvie, Deadpool 2 was just amazing. They had, it was really predictable at times. But dude, I was cringing at some of this violence. It was one thing with the knife going through the neck, and then the shotgun going through the neck. When the dude fell on the knife, I was just like. And then when Cable slams Deadpool down, well, when Deadpool slams himself down, but when Deadpool dived for Cable and he landed on that table, and he's just like, he's so many things were crushed in so many different ways. I was just like, oh please make it stop. And then Peter W. is not Peter Wisdom, by the way. That theory is shut down. That theory is shut down hard. I wasn't like they did it in such a way I was not disappointed. Crap. But it's like everything's making you think that it's Peter Wisdom. Like in it's like in the Deadpool game when you finally get to the real Sinister, Mr. Sinister. You just like it's actually a cutscene when you get to the real one. And it's just, he draws an X, or he draws a line, makes an X, and then a giant sentinel foot comes down on Sinister, and you're like, oh, it was a cutscene, okay. Which I didn't care about. I wasn't at all disappointed when I played the game, and I'm not disappointed now. So that might just be me. Sorry, that was a necessity. But that guy, pretty sure that guy was not undercover in the slightest. Not at all. He was not undercover, dude. He was just an idiot. He was Ned Flanders the whole time. Not once did he swear. Not once did he do anything like crazy. Jumping out of a plane was crazy, but helicopter. No, it was a plane. Yep. I forgot the helicopter is what the other guy landed on. That was gross. Not quite sure why the green blood, but maybe they didn't want to have a red blood fest. But him going into the helicopter reminded me of X-Men Origins Wolverine, the video game, where Wolverine puts that dude's head in the helicopter and then chunks his body. He's like, sack of crap. I'm Wolverine. I abide by no laws, not even my own. You know? But yeah. Anywho. Deadpool 2 was amazing. I kind of want to go back and play the game. But something when we left... So I got the game when we were in the hotel. You'll remember that. But when we were driving, for some reason, the game got messed up. So when we were driving back from the hotel, I went to go... Or as soon as we got home, I went to go live stream Deadpool 2... Or Deadpool on Twitch. And I was live streaming it. I don't get nervous when I'm live streaming a game for some reason. Just I guess it's just the live shows. But I was going to live stream it, and the game's frame rate went to actually it was like at maybe, so it's normally at 30. It feels like 60 to me, but apparently it's at 30. So I guess it went to 20, and then it went to 2, and like 2 frame. I'm not even exaggerating here. And then it went to 0, and I was like, oh, okay. I thought, hey, maybe this is a glitch that but the game's unplayable now, so that's. But Deadpool 2. Back on topic. This is all over the place. I'm sorry. Unscripted, as you can probably tell. I literally, the second I entered this house, I started recording. So we were just at the theater. It's now 2:50 a.m. So the latest showing was at 12. So but man, the just that guy got the he got the helicopter, and then this one dude vomited all over Peter, but he said he had vomiting, acid vomit. So when he vomited all over Peter, his arm just. And Deadpool was really attached to Peter for some reason. The other guys, he was just like, no. But when it was Peter, he's like, Peter! And that actually shows at the ending of the... just walk away. Just walk away. Oh. Domino was the only member of the X-Force to live. I didn't know that was going to happen. I really wanted to see their powers in action. Well, acid vomiting. Then, Russell turns out to be a good guy. Hold up. Russell's a good guy, and then, you know, he's not. Yeah, it was weird. And then he's not again. It was a weird combo of things. Deadpool's actions, even though he meant the whole movie he was trying to do the right thing, but his actions didn't show it. He even tells, even though we know this is not true from, like, every standpoint, he tries to get Russell to go away so that way he can explode Cable. And he's just like, I don't give a shit about that guy. Or his "Are you my mommy" complex. Russell just walks away. And then Juggernaut, that was awesome. And then the Juggernaut's theme song was especially awesome. And this is like when we were watching Batman v Superman. Only a few of us saw it. Me and my dad actually were the only ones. And it was when Superman's, like, they did the Jewish thing where they dropped the dirt into the grave. And so, what's-her-face did it, Lois Lane did, and then right before the credits scroll, we see the dirt fly up. But, like, it's so, like, only a few people saw it. Go back, watch the movie if you didn't see it, and really, like, slow the footage if you need to. It was like that. We see Juggernaut actually crawling out of the, where he should have died, but we see him crawling out of it. And just everything. This movie had every single superhero trope you could ever think of, but it used it purely for comedy, and so it really worked. Like, Deadpool even shouts, "Warning, giant CGI," or not warning, something along those lines, but he's like, "Giant CGI fight scene, up next." And then Colossus dive bombs Juggernaut. Which didn't work. Juggernaut's just like, and so that didn't work in the slightest. And actually, that probably seemed very stupid since you didn't have a full body camera on me. I stomped my... Yeah. And this became a joke. And dang, like, Juggernaut just, like, throws, I was sure Colossus was dead. But now Colossus has got this, like, hole in his face. That seemed to be there for the rest of the movie. I'm hoping he's just gonna turn back into, like, because Colossus can, like, he can I'm done. He can just, you know what I mean. So, like, when he does that, his brain is just gonna fall out, and I'm just like, okay. Oh, and the X-Men actually showed up for this movie. Deadpool's like, where is everybody? What? How come it's only the two of you guys ever in here? And like, the characters, the versions of the X-Men that are featured in X-Men Apocalypse and Days of Future Past, the versions of those guys show up. And I especially saw Quicksilver, and he's over there, and the door just closes. They're like, maybe this isn't a good idea. And Deadpool blew himself up, and he's like, you can't live until you die a little. And so he just throws a match into a can of barrels. A group of barrels. It's like when you have that thing you do in a first-person shooter where you just shoot all the red barrels, because why not? But like when you're like way too close to the red barrel, which I've done a few times, it either kills you or it does the opposite of making you stronger. Basically, you know. Oh, there's so much stuff I might need to do a part 2 because I cannot hold this footage on my phone. Dude, no one's gonna watch this video because it's so darn long. Whatever, I make these videos for me. I'd like to make them for you guys, but I just don't know what kind of stuff you want, so this is for me. Let me know what kind of stuff you want. That's like the question, if you manage to sit through this video. 19 minutes and 43 seconds. By the way, I like to estimate where I'll be at when I finish the sentence, so that way it's true, because then someone's like, oh, you said 19 minutes and 43 seconds on the 46-second mark. Nah. You know, so I estimate where I'm at. But yeah, this movie is just everything about it, man. I can't go over all of it in this one video, so maybe I won't. But let's see. They get this time travel thingy, and Deadpool, after Cable's done with it, Deadpool uses it and goes back. Goes back in time to X-Men Origins Wolverine. Like, I was astonished by this. But he goes back to it. It goes back to X-Men Origins Wolverine. And they used the clip. So, like, you know, you're going to be like, oh, this is going to be crappy. They used the clip from X-Men Origins Wolverine. They didn't, like, get the actors back, so there's no, like, trashing it up. They just used the strip. They just used the clip. And, but, it, like, they edited Deadpool in there. So, the real Deadpool goes and kills Merc without a mouth. And so it's like Merc with a mouth versus Merc without a mouth. And he just shoots him like 3 times. Once in the head, and then he's down. And then twice in like the leg, and he's just like, and I was dude, I don't normally laugh out loud unless I'm watching cat videos. But other than cat videos, I'm normally just I'm having fun, but it looks like I'm bored out of my mind. But everything in that movie made me laugh. Every single joke landed with me. It was just, oh, that's never happened before. There's like, you know, Arrow and Flash jokey moments. Sometimes I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, oh, cool. And sometimes I laugh out loud, like never. But most of the jokes in these superhero shows never land with me. Like, the one in Age of Ultron, Captain America's like, language, and I'm just like, cool, that was a wasted joke. You know, these jokes are so stupid sometimes. And this one's full of stupid jokes, but they all landed, they all made me laugh. It was fun. My dad came by, he's going to bed. It's 3:02 in the morning. Also, Chance was telling me something while we were watching Deadpool. Well, we were in the credits, but I said something confusing, and he responded with, yeah, well, you'll be wrapping your mind around this. There's post-morning, and there's after-morning. There's no morning. And I was like, well, I'm pretty sure it's at morning, but whatever. But for a second there, I was really confused. I was like, huh, they should really fix that. And then and just now, actually, am I like, wait, it's at morning, not after. But hey. Anyways, back to Deadpool. I don't remember what I was talking about earlier. So, oh yeah, so he goes back in time. He kills Deadpool kills Deadpool. I think they tried to make a reference, well, maybe not. I think they tried to make a reference to, Deadpool kills Deadpool, like, which is, like, after Deadpool Illustrated, which is after Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. And dude, that movie, I'm reserving, like, I don't know how much this one's gonna be, but when this movie comes out, I'm gonna Blu-ray it, like, I'm gonna Blu-ray it, and then I'm gonna buy it on my phone, just in case something happens to that Blu-ray, so that way I have a backup, and I could be like, like, the Blu-ray screws up, and it's just, and everyone's like, oh, no, I'm like, boom, gotcha. And it's like, nothing can happen to digital. I just prefer to have the Blu-ray. No, but seriously. I have gone loopy. I've been waiting all day for this movie. Me and my dad watched The Flash, and then the Arrow finale. And next week is the Flash finale, but, you know, I other than, like, the whole time I was just like, when are we seeing Deadpool, when are we seeing it? And Dad's like, we got the latest showing. And I'm like, why? And he's like, so that way if the nurse bails on us, we can call someone else over. I'm like, genius. Up top. But yeah, this was awesome. It was way worse. My dad's like, that movie was horrible, referring to language and that kind of. Oh, there was a Basic Instinct reference in there somewhere. Baby feet. Also, Blind Owl touched something she was not wanting to touch. That was. Wait, how did your hands get so small again? Just like. It wasn't my hand. He's like, oh. CGI baby penis. That was weird. But yeah, then, okay, so, which is it? Dude, I'm sorry, I'm crapping out right now. Well, but when Deadpool kills the other, like, they show the clip, and it's like, Wade, is that you? Guess they finally figured out how to shut you up. And at that moment, he gets shot in the head, and he's like, what? Wolverine's like, what? They don't show Wolverine's reaction, because Jackman didn't come back for it. Jackman didn't come back, they just used the clip. So, but you can imagine, when that happens, Jackman's like, what? What? And, then Deadpool's like, don't mind me, just cleaning up the timelines. And then he goes to save Vanessa, and I was like, oh yeah. But that means Cable's family, probably deader than dead. Then again, Cable can't really get mad about Deadpool fixing something when Cable tried to do the exact same thing. Just sort of somewhat preemptively. But hey, they also, well, no, never mind. Never mind. The movie was just awesome. Sorry I had to make this video so long. I didn't even go over everything. If I feel the need to go over some more, I'll make a part 2. So for now, this will just be labeled part 1, question mark. And again, if I don't rewatch the video, this won't even be labeled that. So, yeah. Something smells terrible. Yeah, so, yeah, my brother barked. Yeah, so, gotta go tend to that now. Well, I feel the need to go tend to that. I don't have to. He's got a nurse in there. He's got my mom and dad in there, so he's well tended to. But I feel the need to go in there, so. Dude, what is this smell? Gross. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be recording and uploading Deadpool 2, Deadpool, the video game, if I get the if I re-get the game. But there's a game my brother and me want. I prefer to have Deadpool, but my brother wants it and I kind of want it, so we're gonna go not the one that's vomiting, my chance. Zach's the one that's vomiting. Zach doesn't play games. Well, he does, not video games though. So yeah. But Lego Marvel Avengers is the one Chance wants, so. I sent a roly-poly to Kingdom Come. I just kicked it. And she's like, wee! So, but yeah, so I'll upload Deadpool whenever. But, you know, when, I have like, $80. Let me see, how much my job's, no, $90. I'll be able to get it. My job is my current job, which my mom doesn't want me to go into the workforce right now because of, 1, they need help looking after Zach. 2, apparently my insurance might get ripped away from me if I go there, so that's not going to be fun. So she's giving me a job, so I'm using her money. So she's only paying me $30 a month. She said, that's really, really bad. And I was like, dude, I don't care. The whole point of this is to have disposable income, and I don't have to pay for anything. So, I have disposable income, whatever. I get like $30 a month, so that's gonna be cool. I won't be discussing my actual wages when I have a real job, but doing the dishes, cooking meals, doing laundry, cleaning up the house, you know, whatever. So yeah, in about 3 months I'll be uploading Lego Marvel Avengers. Maybe less than that, but maybe not. It's either 2 months or 3 months. Because with tax, I'm going to need more than $60. And, you know, 30 a month, so that's 3 months. There's a chance I might be able to slip by. Obviously, still paying tax, my boy, but, you know. I have some spare change, my brother has some spare change. There's a dollar bill scattered around the house somewhere, I don't know. So, maybe less than that, but I don't... Anyways, thanks for watching. Didn't come here to discuss things that I don't have. I'm actually here to discuss Deadpool 2. This movie, man. Deadpool 2. Go see it. There's nudity in it. I was expecting female nudity, I'll be honest, but, you know, Deadpool's baby penis, which sounds like I'm making an insult here. Deadpool's baby penis, that's all you gotta really worry about. This movie was way worse than the other ones. Like, dude, this was stuff only Deadpool could pull off. This was like just, I love this movie. I could rewatch it 5 times in one day. I'd probably hate the movie by the 3rd time, but I'd still watch it. Actually, I'd probably only watch it 2.5 times. Just like, I'm done with it. But, you know. Go see this movie. You're missing out if you don't see this movie. I only have 8 minutes to record, so I really gotta go. 5 stars out of 5 stars. 5 out of 5 stars. See ya. You thought I was giving that to you? No.